It's Trey. Look who I found. It's me. And Willow. Hello, Willow. Are you ripping up my chair while I'm sitting in it? Look at her little feet. Look at her little tiny feet. Look at her little fell feet. You pushed my paper, Willow. Are you going to get on the table? Are you smelling everything? So this is little Willowbina. She's got to be seen for a minute. Apparently, she hasn't had enough mama time this morning. So I did a thing. She just ran across the back of the chair. I got a new camera, and this one actually autofocuses, so I'm happy. I liked the fish eye kind of thing where you could see so much of my desk, but and it would have been good, but I just could not ever get it to focus. So you'll probably end up having to watch this go burp, 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 a lot, but hopefully it'll be a lot better, and it won't do it as much, especially once I get settled. I wanted to show you I got new charms. Dang it, I can't get it off now. So this is the charm bracelet that I wear all the time, and now you can actually see it. So this is Love, and this was originally a charm bracelet from my mother-in-law. So it came with this charm, and then it came with Marriage Made You Family, Love Made You My Daughter, which, man, that means so much to me. And then I added, I think there was something else on here. Oh yeah, there's another heart. I'll show you. But then I added some other stuff. So the other day I added my star sign, which is Aquarius, and then this is the actual stars of it, and it has little shiny stones. That's my love. And then it also came with this heart. It's all shiny, as you can see, as you can't even see it. And then I added my quartz crystal, because I always have my crystal with me. And then I added a key to unlock wisdom and knowledge. And then a dragonfly, because dragonflies are very precious to me in my marriage, and they're very special to me. Represent my husband. And then I got a little floating heart here. It reminds me of my childhood, because back when I was in middle school, little gold floating hearts kind of like this were all the rage. So when I saw this little heart, I was like, I've got to put that on my charm bracelet. And then I've got a 4-leaf clover, because I am mainly Irish. And then I got Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is very near and dear to my heart, which is why I wear the desert on my wrist. So there you have it. I had a little book that I just finished. I don't know what I did with it. I bet this is it. So I think I got all the background. Look, I accidentally snipped some of my when I was doing my book. I snipped it. So I got like all the backgrounds done for this. So we'll just do a little flip of this. Oh, I want you to focus, but I don't want you to constantly do that. It's probably because I got a lot of white on the background as well right now. So it's probably struggling. See if that'll help any. I say the majority of you really don't look so much at my videos, that you just use me to hang out with, which I am perfectly fine with, because I like hanging out with you guys. I enjoy talking and laughing and sharing my life. There's the Grinch! And gluing paper to other paper and letting people know that that is perfectly fine. That it is perfectly okay to glue paper to other paper. And if it makes you happy. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy, right? Ta-da! So this one is pretty much ready to be inked and people and words put on it or whatever I want to do. And I got a couple of more ready to go. And a lot of times I use these like to test my ink, my pens and things like that, and then I'll glue over them. This one I was just gluing random things into it. I'll probably end up just gluing all over this completely. I'm not entirely sure exactly what I want to do with this one. But I was just like picking up random bits of paper on my desk and just throwing it in here willy-nilly. So, I do not know yet. I do not know. Let me see what else I got. Found something to work on. I had to check the back, make sure there was no address on this. I think I picked this up at the free bin, and I think I'm going to use it as a glue book. We have a used bookstore called McKay's, and they have like used, or they have like free books and magazines and stuff. Outside, and so I always go and get a bunch of stuff from there. This is from 2015. Perhaps we'll do a little gluing and then I'll go, but I mainly just got on here to show you my new camera and see what you think. And also, last time I left you with a mystery, and I saw that someone solved it. If you knew how that tortured me for months. Oh my God. So last time I left you with this, that I had a song stuck in my head for months and I could not identify it, and yet everybody recognized it, but no one could tell me what it was, and they all said the same thing, that was what just amazed me. Every single person that I asked, you know, what is this song? Every single one of them said, that's the Jeopardy theme. It's like, it's not the Jeopardy. And then it would freak them out, and they'd be like, I don't know, because they were so sure that's what it was. It's the Tonight Show theme. Da 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 bum bum ba da ba bum ba. I mean, I would just sing that constantly, and I'd go, dang it, what is that? And people go, that's Jeopardy. No, not Jeopardy. I'll never forget. I was like at work, and all of a sudden it came to me. I went, the Tonight Show theme! And everybody, I mean, I scared half the people around me. They were like, what? And I had to tell them, I'm like, look, this has like tortured me. So, most people were understanding that I scared the crap out of them. I got to see our middle son. Jeremy and I have 3 boys, and we got to see our middle one the other day. We haven't seen him in a while. Jeremy's ex-wife is really hard to deal with. So sometimes it's easier for the boys if they're going to associate with their mother, to not associate with us. And we understand that, and we're fine. And we understand it's hard for them. So we err on the side of just loving them and letting them do whatever they need to do. So for the past couple of years, he's been, hanging out with his mom, and she doesn't want to have, she hates me and all that. It's sad, but it is what it is, and it's what we have to deal with. And, but recently, he and his girlfriend, they have been together over 2 years now. He and his girlfriend have decided to get married, and so they wanted to tell us, and they want us at the wedding. And I think he's kind of had a falling out with his mom. which happens all the time. And I just, she was upset about it. And my son's girlfriend, she was upset about it. And I just said, you're going to have to love and accept her for who she is, because that is how she is, and she's never going to change. I said she's always going to run hot and cold. And I was like, when she's cold, she's very mean. So you just have to deal with it, and then she'll be sorry, and it'll all go back to normal. So I don't know how much this girlfriend's going to tolerate that. She was raised in a military family, so I don't imagine they put up with a bunch of crap. And they did say they also had a desire to move out of the state, which we both immediately, me and Jeremy, were like, yeah, move. That was one of the first things that I did when I got married to my first husband. We moved down to Georgia. Best thing. I mean, it was sad. It was hard. Still the best thing I ever did. I'm so glad that I did that. Because it forced me to grow up. It forced both of us to grow up, because we only had each other. And I see a lot of even people my age now that never left their hometown, and a lot of them just have never grown up. And it's sad. And then they lose their parents or whatever, and they're devastated because they never grew up. It's kind of funny. When I was a little girl, I used to worry about growing up. I used to worry about not knowing how to do taxes, and I would worry about, knowing how to do things, and politics, and all these things. And I used to worry so much. I was like, how am I ever going to be a grown-up? I just could not ever see myself being responsible enough to ever to take care of myself, much less be a functional grown-up. And it's so funny now, because who I am now, I tend to be the adult that other adults look to when they need an adult. When the adults are in trouble and they look around and need an adult, usually I'm the one to step in and take care of whatever situation has arose. And to me, that's crazy, because I never in a million years would have ever thought that would be me. I was so scared of the world. I was just so scared of everything. But then again, that also, I think, guided my thoughts and my prayers, especially, And God gives you what you need, And I was so scared, and it was what I prayed about a lot. So it doesn't surprise me that I am the adult that I am. And yet it also surprises me, right? God is good. I'm trying to think if I have anything else really going on. Jeremy and I are taking a trip this weekend. Is super excited. We are going to Irvine, Kentucky. We got any Kentuckians in the audience? We're going to a mushroom festival. So I'm like really excited, because I'm a mushroom kind of girl. Hello, are you back? Willow has just rejoined us. I love mushrooms. I think they are so fascinating, and how they're not a plant nor an animal, and how most people don't realize how much alike we are with fungus. and that fungal infections in humans are extremely hard to fight because the things that kill the fungus kills us. There's also the theory of evolution they call it the stoned ape theory, where the theory is that an ape ate some mushrooms and his mind was opened, and then the brain began to grow. I know y'all are thinking, how can you say evolution and God all in the same sentence? There definitely seems to be some connection with us and mushrooms that we have not figured out entirely. And then also, if you think about it, fungus also helps plants like absorb nutrients and things of that nature. And then fungus can also speak like over miles to each other. Like one of the biggest fungus thing in the world is like miles and miles long. Like, it's just really fascinating to me. Because honestly, we still don't know too much about it. Just like that's why space also really, cat hair on my glue, really intrigues me, because there's still so much unknown. And I don't know if anybody out there is space fans, but now that we've got the new telescope and all that, we're finding, oh, I love that. That's pretty. We're finding that, like we expected at the edges of the universe to find like these young universes or whatever. I just said universe and universe, but you know what I'm talking about. They expected to see young galaxies and things of that nature. And then when they got the pictures back, they found out that nope, that wasn't the case at all. That these were actually fully formed. So it's kind of like turned the Big Bang Theory and all that on its head. So I just think that's amazing. Don't you think so, Willow? Willow Bina? Let's just sit here and just love on Willow for a minute. Willow is a tiny cat. What are you doing? Where you going? She's a tiny cat, and she is ripping up my chair right now. She's got some northern aggression within her. Got some northern aggression. For my northern friends, the southern ladies, for the Civil War, or the war between the states, they would refer to it as the War of Northern Aggression. And I don't know why, but I have picked that up, and I constantly am saying the War of Northern Aggression. And so now with Willow, anytime she gets feisty, she's so tiny, and she's got these tiny little claws, barely hurt anything. And I always say, oh, she's full of northern aggression. I have a lot of like vocal outbursts and things of that nature, and I don't know if I would call them tics, because they're not really tics. They're more like outbursts, vocal outbursts. But I tend to repeat people a lot. I like the way words sound, and I will. If you say a word that I like, I will repeat it. Echolalia. I will repeat it. Oh, here's a good one that I run into all the time. I have a vast vocabulary. However, I can't always pronounce my mouth. My vast vocabulary. I'm a reader. I love to read. Therefore, a lot of times in my vocabulary, I will read words that I have never spoken out loud. And then when I go to speak them, I find that I cannot pronounce them correctly. Is anybody out there? Does anybody feel me? I feel so dumb when I do it. I'm like, what? I can't even think of anything right now, but yeah, that happens a lot. It's so embarrassing. I also, the one thing that I do that drives my husband crazy is I will listen to songs over and over again. Especially if I'm working and I get a good groove song going or whatever, I will just put it on repeat and listen to it over and over again. So apparently I'm a lot more autistic than I ever thought I was. But I'm embracing who I am. I think I have been so much happier since I have started embracing the strangeness that is within me. I like to eat with tiny spoons. Therefore, I bought myself a tiny spoon to eat with. Who's it going to hurt? Jeremy was like, why do you have tiny spoons? I'm like, because I like eating with them. And he's just like, okay. Find yourself a partner who accepts you for who you are, because that's been amazing. Is discovering who I am and having somebody that accepts that and celebrates that. I got a whole bunch of washi tape over here that I've had for years and years and years. So I'm trying to use up a lot of it, even though I got this new not too long ago. But I got it like at a discount center. I think I told you guys I got it at like Dollar Tree maybe, but I don't think that's where I got it. I think I actually got it at a discount store that we went to. I'm gonna have to play this music to see what it is. Intriguing. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hum it. It seems to maybe be just random notes they put together, but it looks nice. You want to come say goodbye, Willow? Come here, Willow. Come on, let's go. Come on, we're getting ready to leave. Let's go ahead and put our glue up and put our card up. All right, come here, baby. Come on. There's a baby. There's a baby. There's Mama's baby. Yeah. She's my little tortie. Yeah. We're so tiny. We're just a tiny little cat. We're just tiny. We're tiny little death mitten. You're tiny little death mitten. Yeah, murder mitten. She's got the cutest little eep for a meow. You purring. You doing a little purr. Alright, Willow, let's say bye to everybody. Say thanks for coming by. I'm sure you'll see me again because I love attention and belly rubs. Alright, guys, thanks for hanging out. Let me know what you think about my new camera. I'd really like to get like SteamYard or something like that and put my other camera, that fisheye camera that I've got, for face cam so that you can actually see me. We're gonna scratch our ear on camera. Okay. Are you happy? Do you need to do anything else on camera, or are you done? Are you done? Oh, look at her tiny tail. She's got the tiniest little tail. Where's the rest of your tail, Willow? It doesn't even reach to the top of your body. You can't even curl it around yourself. You're so tiny. You're just a little tiny cat loaf. All right, I'm going to love on my cat, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.